afternoon. We are 1 minute to midday to 12 noon, and today is Friday, December the 2nd. This is the second trading day of the new month, and as expected, because of the changeover to a new month, the euphoria that we saw on Wall Street, in which the market went up very aggressively upon the release of the Fed chairman's speech on Wednesday or rather Thursday morning, and market actually rally out on euphoria because this is the first time he actually categorically mentioned that there's a possibility of a lower rate hike, okay, but still it is a rate hike. But instead of 75 basis point, maybe December, people are already pricing in a 50 basis point rate hike. So the market took it as good news, but again, it is after all still a rate hike. Okay, so the market is looking for a pivot. This is like unlikely to happen anytime soon. So this rise, in my mind, is totally unsustainable because we are looking at higher interest rates. Okay, it is definitely not a plus, it's definitely a negative. So anyway, the market bought it up to 34,589.77 on the on Dow Jones itself, and because yesterday was the start of a new calendar month, so every time there's a new change in the time frame, for example, on a weekly basis, or from an old week to a new week, or from a new month to from an old month to a new month, or from an old year to a new year. So basically, yesterday was the start of the new calendar month for December. So the market did not follow through, which is actually very much within expectation. Similarly, when we go into the 2023, okay, like what we see at the beginning of this year. At the beginning of this year, we saw Wall Street and S&P 500 traded into a new record high, but it couldn't sustain for more than 2 days. It come tumbling down. So next year could be the same thing, and then whenever there's a change of a major time frame. Okay, so from here going forward, I think for the next 2 weeks or so, I think we probably will see lower prices. Prices are likely to continue to retrace, but once that is done, just 1 week before Christmas, I think the market will come back again for the Christmas for the Santa Claus rally, because asset managers are rebalancing their books. They're trying to pick up, some very, very depressed stocks. And we all know this year, tech stock has been hammered really, really bad. So there are a lot of good companies with very, very depressed share price. So I think asset manager will tend to want to pick some of them up, okay, relative to pick up the value stocks, for example. So maybe during that middle of the month, okay, towards the week before the Christmas itself, I think the market probably will come rolling back again. And if there's a possibility, it will probably last all the way until the end of the year, for all I know. Okay, so this is the time frame I'm looking at for the next 1 week or so. Market possibly will come down, and we will have to see whether we want to be engaged in the marketplace. I basically closed my books. I'm going to stop trading for the time being. I'm just going to take a time off, and then I will see next year. Okay, so in the S&P 500, the Dow Jones did not trade a new high compared to Wednesday's high. So on S&P 500, we actually have a marginal new high of 4100.5. So this is very, very close. When you look at the daily time frame, you can see that this market is actually very close to my target price range, which is just under the September high of 4,119.28. So yesterday high was 4,000 even 0.51. So it was like 19 points away. Okay, and then it is very, very close to the range of prices that which I think will act as a target range between 4,118 to 4,232. So again, there will be a lot of overhead resistance. So maybe if the market continues to charge higher, I think it will probably come back down. Okay, Nasdaq, actually on Wednesday when the market ran up, the one that did the best, to my surprise, was actually Nasdaq. Nasdaq on the relative basis actually increased more than the Dow Jones and the S&P 500. And now yesterday night, it actually managed to cross over the 12,000, registering a marginal high at 12,119.34. So we can see that the market still wants to go up. Moreover, we can say that this three-wave rebound, it does look like maybe we are going to see another set of three wave, and if this is the case, probably it will like struggle all the way to 12,885. Okay, so maybe we will have to watch how this move react over the next few weeks. Okay, for the time being, I think it is upside is quite limited honestly. Okay, and then over in Asia, we can see that at the opening in Hong Kong, we can see the prices started to unravel. We have a high yesterday at 19,237.45. This morning, market came back down again, and it is quite possible it will continue to extend lower, having seen a weak performance overnight on Wall Street. So this is basically coming down. And of course, the thing that people are watching on right now is, of course, the reports of protests by ordinary Chinese in major cities, wanting, some kind of relief from the very severe lockdown. So there's a bit of a temperature going on in China itself. So this is something that people are watching. And if you have been following mainstream media, they make it sound as if this is a big thing, but from what I can understand, is that in Shanghai, only about 300 odd people are doing the protesting. So it's actually very, very small in scale, although many cities are also reporting similar kind of protests. But to say that this is compatible to Tiananmen, I think it's a little bit of a stretch. Okay, nothing of that sort, at least not now. Okay, so we will have to watch out how the Chinese authority handle this protest that's getting louder and louder. Okay, so based on this negative news, market is pulling back, and that is to be expected. Okay, so over in Shanghai, composite index market went up to almost 3,200, and then started to come back down. So there's a possibility market will continue to edge lower. Although on the daily time frame, I think the market rally is not over. Okay, because this is a three-wave rally. It still have a bit of a room left to my target range at 3,226 to 3,281. So the best it could do is just under 3,200, and I think there is still a bit of a fuel left for the market to attempt to another rally towards the 3,200. Okay. Over in Nikkei, we also saw the market unravel. Yesterday, we go back to the 60 minutes time frame. You can see that the market actually went up back within the support and resistance, and now it's become a support. But yesterday it closed at a support level. This morning it just went back down again, and this time it's even worse than the initial drop. But so far, this is a three-wave, and if it's a three-wave, there is a possibility this area here between 27,570 to 27,700 can actually hold. The market went up to as low as 27,662 this morning, and basically just hold there. So we have another half a day of trading. We'll see whether this band or prices can actually hold the market. If not, then I think the market will give us another more complex corrective pattern, because if my outlook for Wall Street is continued correction going into, let's say, next week, then there's a possibility we will have a different corrective pattern that is unfolding right now. Okay. Over in FX, we can see that the dollar continue to pull lower. This is a corrective move in my mind, but it is a lot more severe now than I thought, because initially when I was holding short position in dollar yen, of which I squared off at the end of Wednesday trading, was that the market was actually I was actually aiming for 136.40, 136.30, but the market actually went up a lot lower, went up to 135. So now this level is definitely not a good level to continue to chase on the downside. So there is always a risk for the market to rebound. Okay, so do watch out for a rebound coming in from from the dollar itself. Okay, so this level I do not recommend people to continue to chase. Okay, if you got profit, I think this is as good a level to actually realize your profit and stand aside and see whether there is going to be a rebound. Over in sterling, we have a high of 123. 123.10 was the high traded on yesterday, and now market is pulling back. So overall, if the dollar strength, okay, so for right now the dollar is doing a corrective pullback. If this corrective pullback it can be stabilized at current level, I think there's a risk to all the other currencies also doing a reversal. So do watch out for the potential reversal in the dollar weakness. So the high traded in euro dollar this morning, we have a marginal high at 105.40. Okay, and then market is pulling back. So we have to see, because this three-wave is already done. Okay, as far as I can see, this is a three-wave rally, and it's possibly over. The only one that has not hit its target was this one. Okay, dollar versus the Canadian was at 136.45, went up to as low as 134, and then market stabilized around here. Now it's doing consolidation. My original idea is that the dollar's CAC is possibly will aim for 132. Okay, 133.20, sorry, 133.20, and it does seem that there's a bit of room left, but unless you are gung-ho, I was originally selling dollar CAC, okay, but now, like I said, I'm totally flat. I have no more I have no position. In fact, I've closed my book for the year. I'm going to take a break because in about 2 weeks time, I'll be traveling to, on some kind of speaking engagement in Hong Kong. So I do not want to be distracted. Okay. So in energy, crude oil prices continue to edge higher. Last night we have a high of $83.34. And if we have a pullback, do use the pullback as an opportunity to reposition long position, because I think this crude oil is actually very bullish. Based on my earlier estimates, I believe the market can go back to challenge the October-November high, which is $93.70 thereabout. Okay, so these two levels between the October and November high, I think there's a possibility market can go back and retest this level. Okay, so where we are right now is $81.30. There's a lot of move to the upside, a lot of room. Okay. Over in currencies, over in precious metal, we also see the gold continue to edge higher. It actually hit my target of $1,804 because this was the original level that I was looking at, and the market has already hit this level, and now we have to see if the market can pull back. If it pulls back, I think 1,783 or 1,784 could be another level to watch out for. If the market can stabilize it, maybe it's good to go back in again to reposition long position. Currently, I have no position. I got all my long position in precious metal as well, especially gold. Okay. Silver is the one that is actually leading the charge this round. You can see the rise, the rally in the silver appears to be a little bit more aggressive. When you compare to the daily time frame, you can find that the daily time frame range has already been hit. The market has hit $22.78 last night, so it has already hit my target. My target was $22.64, so it has already went beyond my target, beyond the June high. So now the next bracket for you to go to will be this level, okay, between $22.60 to $23.83. So this is very near the May high of $23.28. So by and large, if this market goes above $23.29, then I will have to remove all these gray, these pink color boxes, keeping only the green, which is the main. On the daily time frame, this market has turned bullish, simply. Okay, so do watch out for this move. Over in cryptocurrencies, we are still seeing a bit of a pullback. We will go and check the 60 minutes time frame. Sorry. So overnight, you can see that the market now is getting very close to my target range. In fact, yes, hit my target range. This is a 3-wave rally, okay? And the market went up to a high of 17,304.79. My target was the 17,301.58. So it has hit my target. So now it's pulling back, and it's quite normal for the market to pull back. And there's a possibility it will come back and test the 1600 level, the 16,000 levels. Okay, so do watch out for a potential pullback in Bitcoin. The same thing goes for Ethereum. Ethereum has hit my target. 3-wave rally, go up to 1,307.88, which is marginally, this is marginally above this target of 1,308.21. Now, if the market ever pulls back, there's a possibility it may pull back all the way to 1,151. So do watch out for the potential pullback. In Ripple, we can see this is looking to be like a 3-wave pullback, and if the market goes below the 0.3731, there's a possibility it may go back down a little bit deeper. Okay, so let's say we extrapolate here. If this is the case, there is always a possibility the market goes back to 0.366, okay, or 0.3537. So this will be the bracket of prices to watch out for if the market does this 3-wave pullback here. Binance Coins has very little movement. In fact, it has taken out the most recent low here at $287.60 this morning. At this current moment itself, the market is still trading much lower than this level. We will have to take a gauge about $286. Okay, $285. Okay, so we can see that this is a 3-wave pullback, very much like what we saw in Ripple. This possibility market we can go up to $275.60 to $267.50. So this is a bracket of interest to me. Okay, although I have no position, this would be something that I'll be monitoring. All right, guys, this is all I have for you for today. I will see you again on the Sunday webinar. Do register to attend this free to attend webinar, in which I will share with you my views of all the various markets I'm tracking, and do register. Okay. Then if not, then I'll see you next Monday. Bye bye.